Well, after 8 years of development and despite being officially greenlit by Valve in 2017, Classic Offensive is cancelled. And this is all because Valve has pulled the plug. So let's see what the reasons are behind this decision. And is CS Legacy also in danger? Let's find out together. However, before that, some more positive news. Here's the giveaway for this month. Check it out in the description below, and there are some giveaways on Discord too. And now a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by SkinBaron, the ultimate marketplace for buying and selling your CS skins. SkinBaron is a German company with an excellent Trustpilot rating, trusted by thousands of players. Save up to 30% compared to the Steam market. With over 1 million skins and easy to use filters, finding your perfect skin is a breeze. They offer multiple payment methods including credit card, Klarna and even more. And if you're selling a skin worth over 1,000 euros, you'll only pay 2% fees on it. Use my code Shifterz to support the channel and start your SkinBaron journey today. Thank you SkinBaron, and now back to the video. So what happened? Classic Offensive was about to be released when Valve contacted the developers with copyright concerns. Despite the efforts to solve the situation, the mod was officially cancelled due to legal and licensing constraints. Valve explicitly stated that any use of code, art, sound or level design from CSGO requires a license, which they do not grant. They offered redirections towards either redoing everything in the Source 2 engine, and that is because it's supported and it can be packaged together, or they do it outside of that and build everything again in Source SDK. And the problem is CS2's current toolset is incomplete and its workshop system doesn't support full mods, only maps. Thus, a project like Classic Offensive couldn't function under these limitations. And therefore, 8 years of development were suddenly nullified, showing how fragile community projects can be under corporate IP control. And sadly, the team sees no way out. And now, what about CS Legacy? Is it doomed to fail like Classic Offensive? And this is a post they have made on X, and they have stated that CS Legacy is a complete, independent, non-commercial project developed on Valve's public source SDK base 2013, which means they are using the SDK in accordance with Valve's own public availability guidelines, Steamworks documentation and SDK license, which specifically permit the use of any Valve IP for non-commercial source engine projects. They have also added that this is the same framework under which they developed and released CS Pro Mod on Source SDK 2007 back in the day without encountering any issues. And they have ended the post by saying they're currently working on a game build for CS Legacy required for the Steamworks submission process. So let's move on to my personal opinion. And I find it just sad to see a project that was previously greenlit has now been cancelled. And to be honest, as far as I understood it, if we didn't get CS2, this mod could have been released. And the only reason why Classic Offensive cannot be released is because CSGO doesn't exist anymore officially. And I'm really wondering why the team hasn't been informed when CS2 released that this mod has to be changed to, well, function for CS2. And instead of doing that, they waited until they were able to release Classic Offensive and then hit them with a cease and desist letter. And I find it very sad to see that Valve acted this way, even though we all know the history of CS and that it also started as a mod. And yes, the player base might get divided a bit, but come on, let's be honest with ourselves here. Most of the players will always just stick to CS2. Yes, the mod would have gained traction with the release. A lot of players would have played it. However, after 1 or 2 weeks, max 90% of these players would return back playing CS2. It would have been a great experience for older players to get a hit of nostalgia, and for newer players who never experienced the older games to get a look back into the past and see how everything worked back then. But at the end of the day, we can now only hope that CS Legacy won't get taken down like Classic Offensive. So guys, I would say let me hear your take on this. And remember, this is a project of a couple of developers who put their own time and money into this passion project. And as always guys, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links down in the description below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys on the next one.